Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my competition face for AASCF Nationals 2020 virtual edition. We're competing in my gym today, which means we're just going to be recording our Nationals entries and sending them in later. So yeah, tonight we're filming both of our Nationals entries for both my university team and for my all-star team, and I'll be wearing this face all night, so hopefully it stays on and lasts the whole 4 hours. I'll let you know a little bit of my competition mindset as well, my thoughts when I go into competition, particularly nationals, which is like, in my opinion, like the biggest competition we do in a year, is that like we've already done the hard work. You know, the hard work is done. We know we can hit our stunts. We know we have the performance. We know that our routine is amazing, and we're so excited to show it to everyone at AASCF for nationals, and just like going in and like celebrating the work that we've put in all year is going to be lots of fun tonight. You know, it's been a really difficult season, corona and everything, and it's been really great the amount of work that we've put in to make like our incredible routine happen. So I'm just really excited to show off our amazing skills tonight and the things we've learned through the year. I've improved so much in cheer this year. I'm a totally different cheerleader to the cheerleader I was last year, and so, well, at least I hope so. So I'd like to show off my new skills, and yeah, I'm just really excited for tonight. Hopefully we do hit. I know we will, because we hit all the time now. I'm so excited to show what we can do tonight. I like to try and have as positive of a mindset as possible before going into a comp, just so that I know I'm in the best headspace I can be to perform and really shine. I want to be smiling, I want to be excited and ecstatic about everything that I'm doing on the floor. And yeah, just encouraging my teammates and all that, saying we've got this, because we totally do. We've already done the hard work. We've been working hard all year, and now's the time to celebrate it. So that's my like competition mindset. Any stunts that are like crumbling or anything, push, you know, fight for everything. Obviously cheering each other on, and yeah, just fighting for our best routine. So that's my mindset for tonight. If you have any competitions coming up this year, good luck with your competitions. I'm sure you guys are going to absolutely smash it. Just remember that at the end of the day, you know, no matter what place you guys come, the most important part obviously is to have fun while you're performing, have fun with your friends, you know, enjoy the sport you do. So yeah, that's my thoughts going into nationals this year, and I'm really excited for it. If you'd like to see the makeup that I did for nationals, then please keep watching. Also, just another heads up, I did fake tan for nationals, because I always fake tan for my comps, and I really messed up on my hands. So if my hands are looking really awful, I tanned really late at night last night, and didn't pay enough attention to my hands, so my hands look really disgusting, but it's alright, they won't see that in the video, they'll just be seeing my legs and arms and stuff like that. So that's why my hands look crazy, please excuse that. Also, another tip for when you tan, I always moisturize everywhere as soon as I take my tan off, just so that I don't feel like crusty or like dry or patchy as the day goes on. I don't want my tan to be compromised in any way as I'm competing, so yeah, I just try and like moisturize as soon as I wash off the indicator color, just so that my tan feels really nice all day. So far I've just applied 2 of my base products. I've used the NYX Photo Loving Primer from their Studio Perfect range, and this is a really good like kind of silicone-y textured primer. This really fills in pores and is very smoothing on the skin. And then the foundation I used is one of my favorite foundations for a comp. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and I wear the shade 120 Vanilla. This is a really good foundation. I actually, funny story, bought this at AASCF Nationals in Melbourne last year, because I really needed a new competition foundation when I went to Nationals last year. So this is what I bought last year, and I'm wearing it this year. And we did well last year, so hopefully maybe me wearing it today will mean we do well this year. And I applied the primer with my fingers and the foundation with this brush from Real Techniques, which I've been really enjoying recently. It's a pointed foundation brush, and it's the brush number 101 from their Bold Metals range. And I believe it's still available on their website, and you can find it in some stores if you're lucky. But I don't think they make this range anymore. I'm going to set my whole face now with the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder, the loose one. So it's just a loose powder from NARS, and I'm just going to be setting, oh actually I forgot my concealer. I'm going to be using concealer first, the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I'm just going to be doing a dot under each eye, and then last time I did a dash and it looked too bright, but I'm just going to do like an extra little swipe, like nothing too crazy. Hopefully. I don't mind being overly bright for this though, it is a competition and I want to be looking cakey. And then I'll set afterwards with that NARS setting powder that you saw me hold up just a second ago. I'm just blending out that concealer with that same foundation brush. I really like how the pointed brush is easy to stick into little surfaces like in the eye area and like you can get around the nose pretty easily. I think that was a good amount of concealer for me. Like, it's bright, but it's not too overly whitened. I find that foundation suits my tanned skin tone really nicely, so that's why I always go for it when I'm tanned or in comp mode. When I set my face, I focus it mostly on the concealer areas and then work it outwards to the edges of the face. So I'm just going to take a little bit more concealer. I'm just going to run it down the center of my nose there, and also on like this area, because a lot of tan has stuck to my upper lip and like around my mouth area. So I'm just going to conceal over that like extra darkness. I feel like that looks a lot more normal now, and I'm going to go into bronzer next. The bronzer that I'm reaching for today is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed, which just looks like this, and I'm going to be using this fluffy brush from Real Techniques. By the way, I can't remember if I said, but the brush I used to dust loose powder all over my face was this duo fiber brush, also from Real Techniques. And if you're wondering why it's busted like this, my dog got to this brush, but I like washed it and it's fine. This is a really nice warm tone bronzer. It adds a really like orangey golden glow, which is exactly what I'm looking for. It's not overly orange if you don't want to look orange, but that's the vibe that I'm going for today, so I'm going to pack on a load of it. You can apply this gently if you don't want such an intense look, but I'm trying to do like a full competition beat, so I am going to pack it on a little bit more harshly. I'm going to pinch this and also drag it down the center of my nose. I'm not going to be contouring my nose a load just because I feel like it looks really brown already, so I don't want to like get into it anymore. I'm just cleaning it up with that duo fiber face brush just by pinching it and dusting over the sides with that light powder again. That looks fine. Next, I'm going to be bringing some color back to the face using the Milani Luminoso blush. This is actually a new product for me. It's really popular in YouTube, and I really wanted to give it a go, so this is my first time trying it. This is like the kind of color that I'm into, that like orgasm similar kind of, you know, corally peachy kind of golden shifty, that kind of shade. So this is exactly what I'm going for. You could pack this on a little bit more lightly for a more natural look, but as I mentioned before, I'm going for a competition beat, so I will be packing this on like a crazy person because I want to look like, you know, I also have 4 hours of like training tonight, so I want it to last through all of that, so I'm not going to be shy with the amount of product that I'm using because I want it to be like intense after even 4 hours of intense sweating. I love this blush. The sheen it has is so pretty. I feel so much cuter after putting on this blush. I'm going to take a little bit of it that's on my brush and just take that on my forehead. It's actually very buildable, so I might add a bit more. For a like sun-kissed look, I'll take some across the top of my nose just so that there's colour in all the areas of my face, and then I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's really nice. This blush is so gorgeous. I keep looking at it because it really is such a pretty blush. I love over blushing for comps. I just want like a really intense face, so that's the vibe I'm going for. The next product I'm going to be using is one of my cult favorites. This is like one of my favorite products ever, and that is the Fuego highlighter from the Desi and Katie Dose of Colors collaboration. This is literally my favorite highlighter of all time. I swear by it. This is the second one I've gone through, and there's a huge dent in this one, if you can tell. Probably not, but I'm just going to be highlighting everywhere, like overly, with this highlighter. I'm using this brush that I got free for my birthday from Mecca one time ages ago. Actually, I think it was last year that this was the free birthday gift from Mecca. Mecca's like a makeup store that we have here in Australia. I kind of think of it as our alternative to Ulta, but I think it's a bit more high-end than Ulta. I feel like there are some more affordable brands sold at Ulta. I could be wrong. I've never been to an Ulta before. But yeah, this is a brush from Mecca. This highlighter is really pigmented, but you keep seeing me dip in because I want more and more and more and more. I'm really addicted to it. It's very smooth on the skin, like it looks really like wet, and I don't know, my skin just looks so smooth when I wear this. Some highlighters I feel can really accentuate texture, but I don't feel that from this highlighter. It just smooths the skin. I'm also going to be taking it above the brow bone, just up here, for a glowy forehead. And I'm also going to be highlighting the like detailed areas of my face with this. So that's my inner corners, brow bone, down the nose, and the cupid's bow I'll do as well, but I'll get to those in a bit. Oh, I just love this highlighter. I only wear it on special occasions because I love it so much, and I only have, I think, one more backup after this one. It's my favorite, and since I've already gone through one, I don't want to go through this one quickly because I want to have it in my life for all the special occasions like nationals. That's why I'm wearing it today, because this is a special occasion. It is nationals, and I'd really like to perform my best tonight, put my best face on and be extremely ready. So yeah, that's my favorite highlight of all time. So my phone cut out, but I did start doing my eyeshadow. I used the Naked 2 palette, which was from my friend Francesca. Thank you. She's been letting me borrow it recently, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I actually enjoy this palette more than I thought it would because it's a lot of cool tone shades, and I'm not really a cool tone shadow person, but I have been enjoying it so far, and I think the shimmers in here are really gorgeous, and I've actually been able to create a really wide range of looks from this palette. I do think it's very versatile. I set my whole face, I set my whole eye with this shade Foxy, so I just swept that over the entire eye just as a base, and then I went in with this shade Tease just to create some more dimension, and then went in with this shade here called Snakebite, which is like a shimmery brown shade, and those two just created the dimension that I have on my eyes right now. And next I'm going to be going in with this shade over here called Busted, and it's just this very, very dark brown, and I'm going to be using that to create even more depth on the outer corners more of my eyes. To do that, I'm going to be using this base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to be grabbing that and fluffing that through majority of my outer crease. And I'll work it a little bit towards the inner corner a little bit just so that it's blended through, but I'm going to try and keep this on the outer part of the eye mostly. I'm going to try and take this up higher and make like a really large shadow area, just so that my eyes are really, really accentuated by this crazy comp makeup, because I want it to look really like, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm going to go for it. Next, I'm just going to be taking a touch of this matte black shade on the end here, and this is called Blackout, and I'm just going to be using that same base shadow brush and just dipping that in very gently and taking just a touch of that through the outer corner, just focusing it on the very, very outer crease there. And obviously that is the darkest shade I'll be using today for the most dimension. By the way, the brush that I used earlier to lay down those lighter shades is just this brush here. It's kind of like a flatter, fluffier brush. And I'm just going to be using that also to help me blend when I get to like the outer parts of the eye, just to blend it into the rest of the shadows that we placed down earlier. The last shade I'm going to be taking from the Naked 2 palette is this shade called Half Baked here. It's just a gold shimmery shade, second from the front of the palette, and I'm going to be using kind of like this flat brush. I'm not sure what it's called. This smudge brush. It looks like this. I'm going to be spraying a little bit of setting spray on it just to dampen it, and I'm going to be taking that across like the inner mobile lid area. I've never used that spray before. That came out not how I was expecting it to. You know when you get a new spray and the spray hasn't worked its way up the nozzle yet? That's what got me there. So as you can see, I've packed that gold shade just all over my mobile lid there in like a little moon shape, and I'm just going to leave that now. That's the eyeshadow done, and I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting with this highlighter again. This is the Fuego highlighter that I used on my cheekbones. I'm just going to be using my finger to take that along my brow bone there, and also I'm going to take it down the center of my nose. I'm actually not going to be gentle with it on the center of my nose. I'm going to go for it because I want my nose to be glowing. I'm going to put it on the Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to be using my eyeliner, and I'm using a different eyeliner to my favorite Maybelline one. Right now I'm going through this Essence eyeliner pen. It's actually pretty good. It's not my favorite thing ever, but it's not bad at all. And I'm just going to be drawing a large wing on each eye with that. I love a big wing. It's very competition. Well, I'm not myself without a wing in my opinion, so yeah, I'm just going to be doing a large wing on each eye. I'm not actually going to be doing fake lashes today, I don't think, because I just don't need them. No one's going to see the fake lashes, and it's just going to be uncomfortable sweating in them. So usually for an actual competition I would wear fake lashes, but I'm going to go without today. I'm just going to do a big wing like that. I feel like it adds so much. Like, not ready, pretty much ready. Just going to fill in all the gaps along my lash line with the same pen as well. Sometimes I go in with a separate like kohl eyeliner pen, but I'm not going to do that today. By the way, if you can hear noises outside, it's raining, and so there's rain going on. When the cars drive past, it's like splish splash. Yeah, that's what's going on outside. Now I have to replicate this on the other side. I did kind of like a upwards going wing. I hope they're similar. If they're not, I'm not actually going to be devastated. I don't even care that much because no one can see both my wings at the same time. Like when you're talking to someone, are they really like examining how your wings are? I don't think so. I shouldn't take my wing liner too seriously because at the end of the day, the main thing is that they're on there. Doesn't matter too much what the angle is, as long as they're similar. There we go. Now I'm going to do some brows, and I'm going to be using this brow pomade from Colourpop and this Morphe brush. Where is it? I'm like digging around in my little like makeup bag down here. This is the Morphe brush I'm going to be using. It's the M165. I'm just going to be painting on my eyebrows quite angularly, just straight onto my face. I start off by drawing a tail on because I don't really have a very present tail. And then I work the rest of the pomade that is left on my brush up through the rest of the front of my brow, so it gets more faded as I work my way to the front of the brow, but I want it to be most intense obviously at the tail, so that's how I do my brows. I really like this brow pomade. It's really affordable and it just works so well. It's probably my favourite one that I've tried so far, but I haven't tried a load, so maybe I should expand. I always repurchase the Colourpop one, but I should probably like try a different one next time. This one just works so well, I don't want to like stray from it. And my brows always end up as distant cousins, not twins, so yeah, again, this one's more angular, this one's more curved. I don't know if that's always the case. Sometimes they swap. Sometimes the angular one becomes the curved one and the curved one becomes the angular one. That's actually pretty good. Next, I'm going to use some mascara, and the mascara I'm going through recently is customized mascara. Just looks like this. I talk about it all the time. It has that little dual wand situation. It's not a holy grail mascara of mine, but it's just the one that I've got open right now that I'm using, so I'm just going to use that mascara on my lashes. I won't be taking any like fake lashes today because, as I said earlier, it's just not going to be worth the discomfort. I'd rather be comfortable and just wearing normal mascara. And my last step for my makeup today is I'm just going to be setting my face with the Maybelline Lasting Fix like setting spray. I think this is the matte version of their setting spray. The mist is really misted. It doesn't come out like tss, it's like you really have to spray close to your face because it's such a light mist. I kind of like this spray. It comes out really fine as a mist, so it's kind of reminding me of the texture of hairspray when it comes out. It's that fine. It's a really good sprayer, and it kind of like it takes ages for the spray to go, like for the nozzle to spray one spray completely, so it really disperses it over a period of time. It's very nice actually. I haven't tried the setting spray before on my face, so I'm excited to see how it lasts tonight. Hopefully it keeps me set all night through all of my training, my comp, but we'll see what happens. I won't be applying my lipstick now because I'll apply that when I get to my gym after warm up, just so that it's fresh when I get there and I don't rub it around while I'm doing other things. Although the lipstick that I will be using is probably the Fenty Stunner lip paint in, I don't know, but it's the red one. It's the only red one. It's the bright red one that I always go for. So that's the lipstick that I will be wearing tonight. And then for so I'm wearing red lip for my all-star team, but my university team, I think we're doing no lipstick tonight. So I'll just wipe that off afterwards and probably just slap on any like lip gloss or like nude lip so I feel a little bit less naked. I'm just wearing my sports bra right now so that I didn't get any makeup on like my uniform top, just because I don't want to get makeup that falls off my face on my uniform top, and I don't want to like, you know, get dirt on the sleeves or anything, so I want to keep it crispy. I'll put on my uniform top right before I head off to the gym. This is not my hair that I'll be wearing either. I just tied it up in a loose ponytail so that it's out of my face while I did my makeup, but I'll get someone at my gym to like properly like snatch my hair back up and like do a really nice ponytail for me, and I'll chuck in my bow when I get to the gym right before we start competing and stuff. I will be doing an AASCF Nationals competition vlog, so if you'd like to see that, that will be coming up on my channel very soon. I'll be vlogging tonight everything at training and competing so that you can see what competing virtually is like. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment anything you'd like to say down below, any future suggestions for other videos you'd like to see from me, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!